how to get Dragon to actually insert all of these templates. So once you open up your Dragon, you want to click the menu and you're going to see there manage step-by-step commands. Go ahead and click that. And here you can see I have my ED note. Okay, so I'm going to show you mine so that way you can quickly scroll through it as you're doing your own. So I saved it as ED note, general ED note, and then the spoken form is whatever you want to say to generate that note. So for me, I say insert ED note, and then it's going to go ahead and follow out these tasks. I'm probably going to start like an ED trauma note and an ED pediatric note and maybe change the physical exams, but at least this gets us started with that general note, okay? And you can see, I'm going to scroll down, these are all the different tasks you have to input, okay, in order for it to generate once. Now this takes about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, but it's definitely well worth your time to use Dragon. So I'm just going to scroll through first because that way when you're doing this, you can watch this video and kind of see what I've done. And I'll open these up. So the first step, right, is when you click it in the HPI, it's going to enter whatever text you want. So I have the scribe initial, right? So that drops that. And then you have to have it wait a certain amount of time. And then you want to do hotkeys. So those are just keys that you would normally type, right? So if you do enter text, it'll text this out, it'll wait 200 milliseconds, and then it's going to press enter because now that actually enters the macro into the chart. And then what's next, hotkey is another enter because I'm going to tab down one space, and then it's going to enter my HPI. So I have it type in the dot phrase cu.hpi, right? And then you have it wait again because you don't want it to hit enter right away or else it won't allow it time to generate the macro. So I have it wait, it says 300 here, I'm going to change that to 200. And then again, press enter, right? Because that saves it. And then you need to tab again to get to the review of systems. And then that's where I have the cu.ros. Again, you need to wait because you drop that. Press hotkey. Then I have it hit enter. Now here's the thing, you need to do a couple of different tabs now because you have to get through the physical exam and vitals. So it's not one, not two, but 3 tabs. And then you want it to enter your physical exam. And then again, you gotta wait, right? Because you gave it a command. I'm gonna change it to 200 seconds. Then you press the hotkey again, which is enter. So that enters your physical exam. Now you got to tab down to medical decision making. So it's going to be a few tabs again, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs. And that'll get you to the medical decision making. And that's where I have it drop my MDM, right? So capital initials .mdm. And I gave it another command. So again, you got to wait. And then hotkey is enter, right? Because you save it. And then now you want to tab all the way down to the attestation section to drop the scribe documentation. So that's 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs. And then you enter the text scribe.end. Again, wait 200 milliseconds, and then again press enter. And that is it. Okay, so that's how you do it. So when you first get to this, it's going to be blank. Right? So you go to this little plus sign, and then it's going to generate this. So I'm going to say trauma note because I want to create a second one, and then just ed trauma note. And then I'm going to have it say insert trauma note. And then I want to do the steps. So this is where the steps begin, right? So we start in the top. So we're going to do enter text. Right, so I wanted to do the scribe attestation first. Okay, so I type that in. Now I need to hit next step. So I want it to wait. It's going to wait 200 milliseconds. Then I hit next step. And I need a hotkey. The hotkeys are the buttons. And see there's the little pencil. So you hit that pencil and then you hit whatever key you want it to hit. So I'm just gonna hit enter. And there it is. And then remember, I wanted to do another enter. So I'm gonna hit another hotkey, hit the little tab, hit enter. Now I wanted to do the HPI macro I have. So I'm gonna do enter text and cu.hpi. Next step, right? So we always have it wait after we have it drop a macro. And then I'm gonna have it do a hotkey, which is enter, hit that thing, and there. And so on until you create your note that mimics all of these hotkeys. So you might have to watch this a few different times to kind of get everything. But then once you save it and you hit apply all, you'll be able to now put these notes in your Cerner, and maybe we can have our scribes log in to Dragon as well, and they can simply just say insert ed note, and bam, that'll display everything for them. All right, good luck. Party trick. This is how you can use a single key on your keyboard to drop that Dragon phrase into Dynamic Dock. So instead of saying, insert ed note, you can just type, F1 or whatever key you choose. So here's how you do it. You go back into your Dragon, right? This is after you did your full step-by-step commands. You go to Options, and then click Hotkeys. And then you can see at the bottom, your step-by-step commands, if you haven't done this, they'll be blank, okay? And this is just an example of some keys I've used using the function keys to just insert all of these step-by-step commands instead of speaking them into Dragon, which is helpful if you have scribes. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the ed note because I wanna demonstrate it. All right, so you're gonna have this plus sign. Click the plus sign. You're gonna see all of your step-by-step commands. It might just be ed note if that's the only one you created. So click that, hit add, and then you can see it drops it here. And then you want to click in here to edit it. So I'm going to give it the F1 key. And that's it. So now it's in there. I'm going to hit close, and that's saved. So let me show you what happens now. So now when I open up a chart and I go up to here to history of present illness, instead of saying insert ed note, I'm just going to press the F1 key. And there it goes. So it's inserting my entire ed template all at once by just pressing the F1 key. And you can do that with consults or HeartScore, whatever you decide. So thanks, Dr. Hamlin, for showing me that trick.